everybody, it's me, Julia, and I'm here today with a little bit of a combined video. I'm going to do first impressions, and then I'm going to do a how do you like me now. So the first impressions on a couple of things that I picked up recently at Sephora, and then also a how do you like me now on some things that I bought a few weeks ago at Sephora. So I like to, when I spend, you know, some more money and splash out on more on a couple of products, I kind of like to go back after I've been using them for a while and let you know how I liked them, you know, which ones I liked, which ones I didn't, which ones I think are worth the money, because that's where, you know, like if you're going into Sephora and spending $100 on 3 things, I kind of want to know if I'm going to like it in the long haul, and I know that quite a few people have liked it when I've done that in the past, so I'm just going to keep doing that. So first, I'm just going to do a first impressions on the couple of things that I picked up recently. So first up, I've been looking for a new mascara because I've been having problems with most of my mascaras. Oh my gosh, I forgot how to speak. I've been having problems with my mascaras, like irritating my eyes, so I wanted to go a little bit more natural, and I started looking at Tarte. What I ended up with is the Lights Camera Splashes from Tarte. The price point was okay. I think it was under $25. It was like $23 or something like that. And that's not bad. Okay, so my first impressions are, first of all, I hate the packaging. It's kind of in this snake print, or snake, yeah, I guess it's like snake skin. It's obviously fake. Kind of vinyl, or how we say now, faux leather tube, and it just looks really tacky to me. I don't like it. It's kind of bulky. I like something a little bit more streamlined, but the it's got like just a regular traditional bristle brush, not too big, not too small. It's kind of tapered at the end, which is good for getting on the lower lashes. This does not smudge at all. It does not flake. It's really great. The only complaint I have about the formula is it's not as volumizing as I like. So it doesn't give you kapow lashes, but it also doesn't give you really, you know, scraggly little spidery lashes, which is great. But it's more of a natural looking mascara. It's not too dramatic. I can build it with 2 or 3 coats, but yeah, it's not spectacular, but it feels comfortable on my eyes. So far I've been liking it. Then I went into the store when I was looking for that mascara, and they didn't have it, and they had a display out of the new Sephora blushes. So they've got new contour powders, highlight powders, and then blushes, and they're these little, they're called Sephora Colorful, and they're just these cute little round kind of plain packaging, and you get 3.5 grams or 0.12 ounces, and they're $19 in Canada. And they had it all set up in a display like in a big wheel, and you could, you know, you pick your highlight color, you pick your contour color, and it's great because they had some nice matte, cool toned contour colors, so not a bronzer, more of an actual kind of, you know, almost gray undertone contour shade. And then they had warmer ones, and they had some good highlights, and I thought it was really cool. But I'm kind of, you know, I've got some bronzers and things, and I'm not really into contouring, but I thought I would mention it because I think it was really cool. But I wanted to try a new blush because I was looking for something more plum toned for the fall, and I picked this one out in Lovesick, and it's number 22, and it's kind of like just a kind of cool toned mauvey kind of berry, and I believe it's described as berry on the website, but you can see it's just a nice, not a bright pink like summery pink, but just a little bit deeper, more plummy or mauvey toned for fall, and I really like it. It's very silky, it's nice and matte, it blends really easily. It's just, so far I've really liked it. The price point was okay. It was nice. I want to go back and get some more, and they had quite a nice kind of color selection, and for the most part they were matte, and then they had a couple that were shimmery. So yeah, so that's my first impressions on that. And then I cashed in a couple of points to get 2 products. First up was you know, like a primer from Hourglass, and it's the Mineral Veil, but I swear when I was ordering it, it was the Hydra Veil, because I wouldn't have picked the Mineral Veil because it's more for people with combination or oily skin, but I thought I would give it a try. What I like is it came in this really nice little glass packaging, like a little glass bottle, and it comes with like a little spatula, but can you see how they've got like, it kind of oozes out of the holes? See see, and then you can put it on. So far, this is really light, and oh my gosh, it makes your skin feel like powdery smooth. The only problem is because I have dehydrated and dry skin, I don't want my skin to be that dry. I want it to be a little bit dewy, but oh boy, it sure does feel nice and slick. So that's really all I have to say about that. And then the other perk that I got was the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer. Now this one says it's medium deep, but it's not that dark. You can see it looks a little bit darker, but when you put it on, see, it's kind of got like almost a gray or greeny kind of undertone to it. So it looks nice on my skin, but it doesn't look muddy, which is good. So I've been really enjoying it because I don't find it's too deep at all. And the only complaint I have about it, it's nice, but it's also a complaint, is it smells like chocolate. And I kind of didn't realize it at first. Like it didn't click in my head like, oh yeah, that's the one that smells like chocolate. And I was like putting it on my face and I'm like, I really want a Cadbury Fruit Nut Bar, and I couldn't figure out why all of a sudden I was thinking about Cadbury Fruit Nut Bar, and then I realized it's because my bronzer smells like chocolate. So it smells nice. But my first impressions of this so far is I really enjoy the formula. It's nice and smooth, it's matte, it looks really nice, the color is nice and natural looking, and I think I'll probably go and get the full size when I'm done with this. So that was my first impressions. And now we're going to run into the how do you like me now? So these are a few things that I picked up. I got 3 things that I'm going to go over that I picked up and you saw in a haul a few weeks ago. So yeah, this is what I think. So I'm going to get out of the way the thing that I didn't like. And I kind of saw that this was coming because I didn't really love it when I first got it. And it's the Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Intense Lipstick in number 34. And when I first got it, I said in the video, like, it was taking me some getting used to. And it's because it's more like it's a matte formula, and it's very dry when you put it on your lips. And I was just finding it was just too intense for me, and it was too matte, and I wasn't really enjoying wearing it. I was finding myself not reaching for it. I'll show you what it looks like. So it's more of a kind of a raspberry, and oh, I think it's broken. I feel like it's broken in the bullet. Uh-oh. So you can see it's like a matte raspberry, and the color is beautiful. I just think it's the wrong lipstick for me because I think it's a beautiful lipstick if you want like that full-on, like matte, like really intensely pigmented, just yummy kind of lip, but that's not really what I like. I do find it dry putting on. It's not dry on the lips. It just kind of tugs a little bit and it takes a little work. And I don't want to work with my lipstick. I especially don't want to work with my lipstick at, you know, a $30 plus price point. So unfortunately, I don't really like this. It's not something that I'm reaching for. If I could return it, I would return it, but well, it's kind of late now and I've been using it and that's gross. So it's just not really my favorite. What I wanted, and it was kind of the wrong color. Like I wanted something that was a berry toned, but was more on the raspberry side, but wasn't too cherry, if that makes sense. And I find this to be a little bit too on the cherry side. So I actually picked up what I'm wearing today, and it's just a Wet n Wild. It's one of their new silk finish lipsticks, and it's in number 538A Just Garnet, and nice and berry, but it's a little bit more, see, okay, so this is the Makeup Forever one, and this is the Wet n Wild. So you can see they're very similar, and in a way, I guess the only difference is that the Wet n Wild one's not a matte shade, and maybe that's what I like about it. And the price point is so good. It's like $2. So I much rather have the $2 one than the $30 one. That's just how I am. Okay, so there's that. Then the Benefit Erase Paste. I got this for my horrible under eye circles. $36 price point. It's a cream concealer. And I just, you know, put it on underneath, just pat it with my finger, and then I'll set it with, I'm trying out the e.l.f. High Def Under Eye Setting Powder, or I'll just use my NYX Stay Matte Not Flat just to kind of set it, because it is really creamy, but what I love about it is it it's not like too heavy creamy, because I find a lot of cream concealers can be quite heavy, and it doesn't feel cakey, but at the same point in time it's not greasy and it doesn't slip off. So it's actually really nice. I really like it, and I think it's worth the $36 price tag, because it's the one product where I feel like I don't have to put something over top of it. A lot of times if I put, you know, a correcting shade, I feel like I have to put some more concealer on over top, especially if I'm using like a liquid concealer that's like in a doe foot applicator. I always feel like I have to layer. I don't feel like I have to layer with this. So to me, it's worth like $36 is kind of expensive. Not kind of, it is expensive. But if you're only using the one product, like I said, I'd rather, you know, spend a little bit more and get a really good product instead of buy more cheaper products to get the same effect, if that makes any sense. So I would really recommend this if you have bad under eye circles, because I think it's really good. Okay, last up, I want to talk about the two nail polishes that I got. These are the Butter London nail polishes, the Pat and Shine 10 Times nail lacquer in Ta-Ta, which is a really nice dove gray, and then Broody, which is a really nice cream raspberry. And these are $23 a piece. They're fantastic. I've loved them. They wear like iron. Like, I put them on my nails, and the Ta-Ta lasted 6 days easy. The Broody didn't last quite as long, but again, it was like 4 or 5 days. So I just like, for me, because nail polish like chips and peels off very quickly on me, it was, I was blown away by them. And I've been reapplying. They're basically the only nail polishes that I've been wearing for like the last month, like since I got them. I've been neglecting all my other nail polishes. I think they're fabulous. Okay, so there you go. That's my first impressions and lasting impressions, I guess, how things are going with this stuff that I picked up from Sephora. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.